Okay, there we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, thanks. I got 12 doing last night on my Friday stream, so I'm just gonna throw myself at it. I need a warm up. Hey, I have the wrong chat window. That's why I can't fucking see anything. Yeah, hi everybody. Now that I can see your messages. Should be this one. Nope. Oh, I got hit twice. Man. It's not gonna dispel anymore, right? Nope, one more. Oh, we stunned him at least. The blocks really helped, actually. Bro, I just want to hit the fucking boss. At least until I wake up. I'm in like a pizza-induced coma. Bear with me, chat. P-Wrath on, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Nice, I didn't see that laser there. One, two, I hope there's something here. Nope. It's gonna work? A double? A double. I think we're fine. I want to see what the link time is going to look like. Alright, let's see. Yikes, that was dicey. Also, I probably should have blocked that instead of parrying it. Yeah, that's my fault. We should have had a link there, sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm fucking surprised I got the parry on the swords. I'll just play it safe. be over here somewhere. Yeah, let's see. Can I do it again? Yep. Well, I guess I'm feeling alright then. Or I am now, at least. He's got 2 buffs. We're not gonna break him, I don't think. We need to dispel him. And I need to apply enhanced damage again. Because I'm a dum-dum and I always forget. There, we're good. He might even die from this, to be honest. Never mind. I thought we were gonna do more than that. That's okay, he'll die after FR. Yeah, this is the first one tonight. I'm playing like I've been asleep for 3 hours. I was having the time of my life earlier. I was running Exo Efreet and eating pizza at the same time. Truly the American dream. Alright, well, time for the end. Hope I didn't fuck that up. Yeah, I only got half a swing in. Please just finish him off. There's so much scuff right now from me. Fourth uncap might get FLB. Well, congrats. I'd prefer you you wait for like a defender's thing, but I mean if you want to go hard, go hard. You're just raw dogging it right now. Thank you, Sora. I've been running it every weekend since like 4 months ago or something. Just a plain old cheese pizza. I got a lot of it though, that's why I'm out of it. It was an XL. We eating good. On Friday and Saturday, I make sure to eat a bunch of food so I don't have to think about it or worry about it later. Yeah, jump in, press Orologia, reset the movie, the game, the classic. Well, no, I don't want to get SBA locked. I'll play... I'll play Normaya and embarrass myself real quick. Get it out of my system. What are the odds over and under that I eat shit on the first block? Any takers? I don't know what it is, but playing as Narmaya, I just get hit. I don't know what it is. Oh, you're doing... What's weak to fire and also drops death ID? That's weird. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. You don't need to force elemental advantage. That's right. Oh, I forget. Is this a warpath though? I can't even check. Oh well, whatever. Got it. Whoa. I'm gonna have to tap. Okay, I got it. I barely got it. I finished all the Exo Ifrit. I just gotta wait for my hands to be free, and then I'll what do you call it? I'll finish farming it for the weapons and the free sand from killing him 200 times. It was a lot easier than I expected, and I might genuinely be able to do one level 205 run so I can get the badge. I mean, when you have access to 2 iframes and fat damage every turn, like, I'm not that surprised. I think I'm most looking forward to next Thursday though for Dragon's Dogma stream. I really want to play that game some more. Well, I got kind of lucky, but I actually killed the sword without getting hit. Yeah, that's the strat for the sand. Wow, I have SBA meter? What happened? Oh, I must have blocked. I'm gonna SBA. I almost broke him with Setsuna. Hello, it's good to see you again. I gotta break them. Start out with the Setsuna. Going okay so far. There go my butterflies. Oh, we have a Gonda. I was like, what happened to his HP? Yeah, that makes sense. Damn, I should have ran Gonda. We would have killed him. Maybe next run. Nice, I got it. I'm doing really well, so I'm gonna do some dumb shit. Never mind, I'm not even gonna get to. It's the finisher. Whoa, camera. Can we stop him? Yeah, we have an SBA. I mean, we tried. We tried. Dodged way too soon. Yeah, okay, I think he's dead. I'm fucking sealed, boys. He's already dead. Yeah, I could have gotten hit a little bit less, but that actually went decently well. Maybe I'm getting lucky. I'm gonna try Siegfried. We'll see if he stays Ganda, then I might do Ganda one run. Man, I can remember back when I would do PL and I would die. Like, I would run the whole crit bar out. It's crazy what practice does. Did I... Yeah, I dropped Gamma on this build. The Warpath, what do you call it? The Warpath stun sigil I have is way too good not to have. Would have been nice to have with the extra damage I'm gonna take, but I'll take what I can get. Let's see, will I make it out with my auto revive intact? The answer is yes. I'm invulnerable. Whoops. Nope, too early. Oh, he played Ganda again? Fuck. Oh well. I got baited because I saw 2 Siegfrieds. I was looking at the wrong character. Now you're standing in the right spot. It's gonna be over to the right. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I survived that. I kind of wish they would let us earn that skin in ER or something. Or that they'll add it to some other pack. And that they'll make Captain good. Sorry, I almost forgot to do my job. I got nuked by circles. Whatever, I'll just go next. And now. I'm just going fucking ham. What is he running? Less is more, probably. Yeah, he's running the meta build with the gammas and the alphas. I don't think people are blocking the shockwaves. I think they're blocking the lightning bolts I usually run away from. I think this is the wrong spot. I think I want to be over here. Yep. I messed up. I don't even know if I'm gonna get to go last. Wait, I will. Yeah, it's over. He's a goner, my dude. He's 1%. Alright, so let me finish looking at this. Yeah, he's just giving up all what do you call it? He's given up all comfort and defensive sigils and just gone full blown damage. That's what I like to see. How's everybody's Ambrosia collection doing? Just out of curiosity. I think there are some setups you could do to farm the final vision with complete AFK. I've seen one actually. Gotta get the right color. The second one? No, it's the third one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. It's iffy, an AFK tank not draining the crit gauge of 1 HP. Fighter Flight Lancelot winning once again. Oh, we both got the same color. I'm actually kind of happy I have all these flowers to trade in. It's gonna help me a lot with all the extra grinding that I need to do for this game. I got the stun up, guys. And I fucking missed because I'm a scrub. I really wish they would tell us how much MSP you're gonna need, or give us like an estimate at least. There's no way they're just gonna let us off with like 300 Ambrosia from 0. There's no fucking way. That's too good to be true. What's up, Bryce? Good to see you again. I'm in here pretending I know how to play Relink, as usual. It's too late. Nope. That sword wants nothing to do with me. Whoa! We went too hard. Bro, what do you mean I'm getting hit? I'm fucking up. You gotta get the strat. We just broke the boss. We're actually gonna have to fight him for like a minute. Yeah, you see that stun bar, right? We gotta wait. Not even. Fully expect the new over limit system not to even use MSP. Expect the new weapon level limits not to use Damascus, Lucy. So, I think like Bub and the new Lucy will have their own sigils, and you're gonna have to upgrade them. But we already know that the master level system is gonna use MSP. They showed it to us. You can see it in the trailers that it costs 3,000 to get from level 2 to level 3 on Grand. And we've known that since the first showcase that they showed off. Everything else is up in the air, but I don't see why they would change how they made Lucy sigils only be upgrade only. I don't know that we'll get new weapon levels, maybe, probably, hopefully. He fucking noped out of my punch. I need to get up. Wow. That's unfortunate. I think we still got this. Whoa, what is he doing? No, I hit the dodge cap. I thought I stopped. There, we got him. We got him. We got him. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. Did I get hit by something? No, I'm not behind him. That's what it is. He's dead regardless. Video looks really cool from the last trailer. I agree, but a lot of people are like, she looks kind of and I'm like, what makes you say that? I fucking threw like 3 times this fight. I want to rerun. I still have trouble with this fight. I'm trying to get better at it though before the DLC drops. I'm sure there'll be more fights like this. He's coming back with the 3rd form, Bryce. I don't know if you knew. They showed one of his new attacks off in one of the showcases where he makes his sword really, really fucking big and slams them in on the arena, and it makes cracks all over the arena. They basically press every button once so you can see the animations, nothing about the tech or how they play fully kitted out. I mean, that's everybody though. Like, there are people out there that are gonna crawl over broken glass to go play Beatrix. Or Magliel. And I'm like, you don't even know how they work yet? Beatrix, we at least saw half of how she works since we had her for a beta, but... Oh, and Frau, of course. We saw she has 2 stances, and people are like, no, this is my wife. I'm going to go to bat for her and everything. Oh, shit, Triple Ganda? Me and the boys about to punch this guy's head out. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too, Enigma. That's why I branched out to other characters. That, and I was getting tired of getting my perfect execution chains getting fucked over by SBAs. Ah, he left, damn. You don't have to have a Ganda, it's fine. There's an open spot if anybody wants to join on PC. In about 33 days, I'm not going to have to say on PC anymore. It's just going to be if you want to join. On the initial Terminus farm, I'd actually level it with the owner, send it, made the grind fun. You're gonna probably get to do that again. I don't know if it's gonna be 4 or if it's gonna be 6, but you know, I know you're gonna have to farm at least 2 because Beatrix and Eustace should have plain old Terminus weapons like everybody else. Because Beatrix had she had a stunner weapon, so that tells me she's gonna get all 6 weapons. Eustace is not gonna be fundamentally different than Beatrix in that regard, as far as like lore or anything like that's concerned. Frau might be different because of the world, so she might potentially have the same kind of setup like the Eternals or Sandalphon, but I don't really think so. We'll have to see on that. What I kind of want to know is what weapons is Fediel gonna have, because she attacks with her hands. So like I don't know what they're gonna do there. Fucked up. I fucked up. But yeah, we are gonna get a 3rd version of this fight. Like we've known since that showcase, dude. I think I already know the name of that move that he did, but I'm not sure. Because he does it in the gacha. It would be kind of cool. Because he does something else besides slam his swords all through the arena. He buffs himself with one of the swords, and then he gets like special damage mitigation buffs based on it. Based on if you don't do something every turn. Oh shit! The Marvel mix-ups. Finally, I got it. I'm not gonna get the punch though. Can't wait for new updated Catalina. I'm actually going to play her then if she's functional. Potentially, anyway. I really like the Warpath effect, and I'm sure everybody else who likes Catalina also does. But not being able to dodge is like... Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, it's storming outside. Surprised my connection hasn't started to shit out or anything. I hope the stream quality is fine. Oh, this sword is fucking toast. Okay, good. 2, 3, 4. Alright. Where's the other one? Pow! I didn't even get to hit it. Why do I have no meter? Oh, probably because I missed a couple dodges. We should be okay. Never mind, we might be boned. I wanted to wait a little bit, but I was gonna get hit if I didn't do that. Okay, he's good. I did that too early, I lost my attack mode. Alright, let's see if we can kill him in one go. No, the missing attack buff did a lot for that. Fucking A. Wondering how they're going to handle the whole HP buff thing makes me think either Terminus is getting another Awaken or better weapons are going to be added. I think there's a couple ways they can handle it. They can change the... Well, they're going to change the Catastrophe Sigil. It's a matter of how, like you were saying. But I think they're either going to do it by adding a level to Sigil Booster or something like that. Or... I mean, they could introduce Transcendence, but I don't think anybody's going to want that. I just don't think that they will, because in order to awaken the weapon in the first place, you have to max uncap it. So then they're going to have to go back and change everybody's max uncap to be 200 or whatever. That's what makes me think they're just going to adjust the sigil. And they're never going to dump Terminus because they're adding infrastructure to make sure that you have it and you can upgrade it with Conflux. Like, I don't want to sound like a downer, but the same kind of gameplay we have at endgame here is what it's going to be when you're at endgame in Endless Ragnarok, but bosses are going to have different attacks and stuff like that. Is he dead? He's fucking dead. Yeah, the gacha just chooses a time and they're like, here, have this uncap, have fun. I mean, if the entire difference in damage is that they significantly increase your attack stat via master level, then all they really have to do is change the numbers on Terminus, and we're gonna slot in fine. Want a better balance between progression, agency, and RNG. Well, unfortunately, the new RNG lottery progression is going to be summons, but we'll see how that pans out. I saw in one of the showcases that you can hold like 1,000 summons or 5,000 summons. It's one of those two. So that's what it's going to be. We're going to be grinding for summons with random substats. The difference now is that one of them stacks, or one of the substats you can get is going to be the same as Overmastery substats, and the other ones are sigils. The fact that you can hold that many just tells me that that's what we're going to be grinding. That and MSP if the treadmill is long enough. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see why you would be able to hold over 1,000 summons. And why they have weird stats on them. Like, don't get me wrong, I want people to play the shit out of this game, but I'm also trying to be realistic with what we've seen. I don't have a good way of explaining to you why you can hold that many summons. Like, that's the only explanation I can come to. Fine with having things to grind. Yeah, the gacha has sparks on it, so I don't know why we don't have something similar in Relink. I feel like it would just make sense, but they didn't add it. Well, no blocks for me. Good block. Gonna get hit by a laser. Never mind. Yeah, more than anything, I want to play the new characters. I'm in the same boat. I just want the game to come out so I can have fun with it. I think the people who are really truly gonna win in like every regard are the ones that didn't play base Relink. Because they're gonna get the entire game in front of them at once, and they're also going to get a bunch of the changes that are added to smooth things out. So we don't have to be like, oh, you should grind Slimepeed for 12 billion hours. Instead, you could do it in Conflux and level up your weapons at the same time. Yeah, that one I don't even think is on Cygames' radar, so we're just gonna have to hold that one on the inventory queue quality of life. $160 missions. So again, I don't want to be a downer, but the way they worded it was kind of awkward. Because we already have like 110 quests in game, right? I hope they're adding a whole 160 more. I hope it's not they were saying a total of 160, because then they're only adding like around 50. Okay, that was weird. I tried to SBA like twice. Uh-oh, he got... Yeah, okay, it's gone. He's fine. Link time. I kind of wanted to play captain because there just seems to be no dispel anywhere. But then I gotta be extra sweaty with everything else, like the blocks and shit. 50 for a $40 expansion would be tragic. I agree, but I mean, they did say they were done with Relink, and that they only gave us the expansion because we were begging for it. It's also possible that that's a fucking lie, and that they had this plan from the get-go. But I don't know what to say there. I'm just gonna pray that what we get is meaty enough. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. I'll give him some time. And then I'm gonna SBA him. I think of things like how they're adding id to the fighting game and stuff like that, and think maybe they just decided to throw him in there and he wasn't playing, or what, but it is kind of weird, yeah. Oh, we kind of needed that SBA. Okay, that might do it. We need to stun him though. Okay, good. I think at the end of the day, with all the stuff that people are chafed about with the game, is Cygame's trying to be as accurate as possible to their source material with the gacha, unfortunately. Yeah, genuinely, I think that's the other reason, if this was planned from the get-go, that they were spending some time fixing the engine, because the development for this game, I've heard, is a complete clusterfuck. I'm willing to believe that it took them 2 years to fix the engine, or that we begged hard enough and they gave us what we wanted. But everything else seems kind of unlikely, if I think about it. I don't even know what hit me. A test for future plans to make a AAA gacha. Maybe not a gacha, but a AAA level game. Maybe that's what Project Awakening is supposed to be. I'll be fine. Okay, there. Because Project Awakening does look like it would be one of those high-budget games. Or maybe it's just the engine making it look shiny or whatever. But I don't think they're not flush with cash. I mean, the horse game is making them stupid amounts of money. I'm sure Granblue prints money too. I would argue that Relink and Versus are actually draining, well, maybe not Relink, but Versus probably draining money. Like they're trading exposure for money for Versus. That's not even me dunking on the game. I like Versus actually. We need to stun him like right now. Bro, stop shooting me with lasers. I just fucking threw. We might be able to salvage this. It's gonna have to be through damage though. We're fighting in Versus Rising when I get the fucking game. When Season 3 comes out. Sometime this century. But gladly I'll play you. I'm good. I got lots of experience from fighters. You can come see me in Accent Core plus R. Also. That takes like 5 minutes to install too. I don't understand the industry, honestly. This can't have made a ton of money with an 8-year dev cycle, only 2 million sales. I mean, if you count the whole... If you're doing it that way, then I could see why you would say that, but... It's running off of the gacha, the two gachas, basically. That's where they're making their money in Shadowverse. Because I don't think it costs quite that much to make any of those games work. I got hit by the last hit, and I was out of range to block. Also feel like this game brought people to the gacha and the Versus game, so it's a smart... Well, yeah, that there's a lot of cases of people having played Relink and then they go play the gacha, so it's like self-funneling anyway. Totally understand it. What funded the game? What was the goal here? No, that's actually how lots of gacha players have started, myself included. Am I going to stay? Probably not. But I'm doing it to cover the game. But there are plenty of other people who went into the gacha because they played Relink. Given that it's free to play, if they get you to spend even once, it's a win. Especially after you've already bought Relink. But I think there was a note on their financial statements that said that they were willing to take losses in some places just so they could get exposure. I think that was in regards to Versus on the money spent front, though. I'm getting hit by some weird shit over there. Womp womp. I saw the reveal for this game, thought it looked awesome. Genshin ended up getting me because it had similar-ish gameplay and aesthetic. Genshin also came out a lot earlier. Wasn't stuck in development hell. And probably didn't have any funding issues on the way in. And then it got people with gacha anyway. But then, well, actually, I don't think we should do a comparison of who has the more unhinged community. Because I've heard some shit about the Genshin community, but I'm sure the Relink community, or not the Relink, the gacha Granblue community is probably in there too with being out of their gourd. Never come between men and their waifus is really the key note here. I mean, think about stuff like how they made Rising free to play with rotation on characters. That was fucking ingenious. Now, you could argue that there are people getting exposed to 6XL and it's not immediately obvious how you deal with it. And people aren't willing to learn how to deal with it. But also there's a contingent of people who just log on to do their battle pass, get the rewards and hang out and talk shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think truly the question with Cygames is, what's the big project? Like, which one is actually the big project? Because it almost looks like they're doing it with like 3 different games. Fell out of Genshin 3 weeks ago, even though I played from day 1. Well, I just like having all my extra time and not feeling like I have to grind my dailies to either stay up to date or to like function. That's why I've stopped playing super duper live service games or gacha games. Season 3 is gonna get announced at EVO. I hope so. I'll buy the game when they put the second pass characters in the DLC for Deluxe. Good morning. It's the weekly open lobby for Zero. The usual. I'm sealed, but I was gonna say should we SBA, but I'm glad we didn't because now we have to do this. We might get out of this one. I don't know. I think these seals are a lot longer. I know mine's not gonna be up in time. Yeah, I know. The other reason I think you're right, Eddie, on the Rising thing is because they have Endless Ragnarok at the booth at Evo in like 3 weeks. Fuck it up. I'm gonna scream loud as fuck if the announced characters are nothing burgers. Well, buddy, I could give you my best guess. You're probably not gonna like it. But I guess it depends on which scenario we get. Yeah, I'm just gonna stun them. We don't have extra blue potions. I want to say that's what they were aiming for, is that they want you to click on thumbnails or videos or things related to Granblue. I mean, it's certainly achieved that effect with me. I think we got this. I mean, I've mentioned it before that I speak some Japanese. I used to cover like news and do translations for games that were Japanese only on news and stuff like that. And I almost wanted to do that again with Granblue. But I think we have enough people translating stuff, so I'm just gonna let them handle it, or I'll cover it myself if what I'm seeing doesn't make sense. I would cover the fighting game, but that doesn't really need coverage. And there's a whole industry of people doing that already. At the end of the day, I have to say, though, I agree with people like Marifer. I'm just happy we're getting something at all. Because I would rather be happy that we're going to get content at all than be feeling down because there's some like pet peeve issue I have that's may or may not get addressed. I don't say that to minimize your concern, but it's just like, I don't know, I've gotten over being unhappy or significantly wanting more because I've seen how bad other games can get. I ran right into that fucking laser, didn't I? It's not even like I don't have criticisms of Relink anyway, but it's like there's not really anything else filling the itch right now. I hope we didn't just lose. Yeah, okay, cool. I got tapped by something and we died for it. So my guess is on the characters depends, like I was saying earlier. Either it is the last character for quote-unquote Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, and they're going to come out with another addition or another letter to add to the acronym. I don't know why the fuck they would do that, but that's an option. or it is the beginning of season 3, and he's going to be joined by Magliel, Galanza, Luo, or Fediel, or something like that. What, 1 or 2 Six Dragons, and then somebody else. That's my guess on Rising, if I had to give an opinion on that. Was not ready to play Vayne in that fight. It's fine. Play whoever you want. If I see that we've died like 3 times in a row, I can just go Ganda so we can get a W on the board. Fucked it up. That reminds me, Eddie, if you're still in here, I did play the free version of Versus a little bit. I at least sort of understand the game mechanics and whatnot. But I would probably get checked by like character knowledge and character gimmicks than anything else, really. I forgot to mention that. Amount of time people beg for them to add Siete is nearly 4 years. I mean, he could make it to Versus also. Who knows? You're welcome to join. It's just I can't promise you an open spot. Like, I've already said that once Endless Ragnarok comes out, I'm going to have to make a new room if I want to play with viewers, because I'm pretty sure open matchmaking is just going to be popping the whole time. What's up, Titan? It's good to see you. How about that Guild Wars 3 announcement, huh? Yeah, I am gonna have to do community lobbies. Like, I think people are underestimating the amount of people that are gonna show up. Started playing on the free edition, 300 on record, stands with 750. That's good to hear. I like the game. It's just hard to get people to understand how to deal with 6XL. So it ends up dead in the water. Well, for some people. I want to be more excited about Guild Wars 2, or 3, but something's a little off. Seeing the War Claw like straight in the trailer kind of got me feeling some kind of way. Like it feels like they just went to the end of Path of Fire and then they said, let's try this again. Maybe that's what I'm having an issue with. Just by virtue of having crossplay and an entire audience. Yeah, multiplayer is going to be popping for like 3-4 months at least. It was never in a while, so Guild War was my... You know what's funny is if you're old enough, you could remember that Guild Wars 1 and WoW came out like within a year of each other, and that Guild Wars was made of it was made of ex-WoW devs. If you know the lore, you know. If it really plays in Nor, then it's even before Guild Wars 1 started. I think that would be best for them on how they want to drive the game, because the end of Dragons pretty much tied up the story really nice and well, so there's not really much left to talk about, in my opinion. I almost feel like they were struggling a little bit to make up something new or to use existing stuff and write a story around it. I could be wrong. Like, I genuinely spent like over 10,000 hours on that game. Like, I'm not coming from it from a place of they had one patch and I fucking hated it. It's just been growing, alright? Like, I want to like the game, but I feel like an abused spouse or something. I even went back and got Guam in Guild Wars 1, though that was semi-recently, after I'd beaten most of the game. So I'm right there with you, but I'm just not confident if we're going to get more stuff on the level of... I'm trying to remember the fucking acronym for Shadow of the... Was it Shadow of the Obscure? The one where we were basically doing Hogwarts, but we were in a tower. If we're gonna get more stuff at that level of quality, then I just want them to kind of dunk everything in the basket and try again. Like, the studio now is not the studio that made Guild Wars 1. It was that case like halfway-ish through Guild Wars 2. I don't know, somebody check me. I feel like I'm being a dick. I'm somewhere between they changed too much and they ran out of ideas after End of Dragons, which kind of makes sense because they had this plan for a long ass time. Yeah, the wizard stuff. I've never been able to play Relink with other people, so I'm super excited with that. GW2 never hooked me, but so I'm interested in 3, but I don't know. I mean, I mentioned some things that bothered me, but the art style is also a little weird to me. It feels kind of like indie game-ish, but that's not what that company is. Secrets of the Obscure. Thank you. I can never remember the fucking acronym for that. All I can remember is that they brought back obsidian armor, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sick, actually. And they tried to make me care for characters I don't really care about. They brought in some random Mersat, and I'm like, huh? I am so cooked right there. I miss old busted dodge cancel Percival. You know, somebody found a fairy bug, another one, right? Recently? The one that was on Discord recently, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that there's characters in this game where people just haven't figured shit out yet. The question is, are they going to catch it in time for ER? My guess is no. They tried something new and it didn't land. Happens. You can't deny that they're breaking the mold compared to others. Some are bound to Yeah, look, I genuinely liked it. Like, I wouldn't have stayed with it for 10 years if I didn't like it. I like the way that they tried to change mounts. I don't like that it ended up changing them more than they tried to change mounts. To give you an example. Hold on, I just want to make sure he dies. Okay. I personally didn't look into that post about the fairy bug in Discord because one, I don't play the character, two, I don't understand the character, and three, I like her conceptually. I don't think I'm gonna like playing her. I hope they make her functional, though. That would be really nice. Almost didn't recognize it when I saw Guild Wars 3. Yeah, me neither. Imagine the secret Rosetta tech out there. I'm sure somebody in like Korea or China like knows how to make Rosetta blow people up. I would not be fucking surprised. There's like 5 characters in this game that nobody really bothered going too hard into. The biggest flaw they implemented in GW2, in my opinion, is how the game and combat revolves around buffs now. I guess you're referring to quickness and alacrity? If that's the case, then yeah, I don't disagree. Thanks, Sora. Thanks for coming. If you're liking the content, like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. It helps the channel grow. At some point, they decided to streamline... Whoops. They decided to streamline buffs. So, like, when they took away banners from Warrior and they took away spirits, having unique buffs and a bunch of other characters doing the same thing, you could argue it forced you to bring that character or that class guaranteed, but it also changed the way you would approach it a little bit, at least. Let me switch characters before I forget. I really want to try Gran for Dispel because nobody's been bringing Dispel, but I know it's not going to go well. When I play Gran, it feels like I'm missing arms. I can't explain it. But, to my issues, I think Heart of Thorns ended up being Guild Wars 2, like base Guild Wars 2 plus. And that I really, really liked about it. When we got closer to Path of Fire and they started giving us mounts, I saw that the map size expanded dramatically. If it was just a Path of Fire thing, that would have been okay. But now every map forever going forward has to be that size and is going to function similarly. It then speedran itself into, you need to go to the meta event and that's it. Like, it doesn't matter about all the other stuff along the way. Like, I think back to people setting up for Octavine, just as an example. Like, you had a reason to go out and set up and do events and stuff like that. You have something sort of similar with more recent events, but you just have to go to that area and that's it. Like, the other 95% of the map is, like, fucked off. You could also argue that they streamlined that when they fixed the way instant shards work and stuff like that. But a lot of the way the game functioned with the original design and philosophy that they had kind of just went out the window in pretty much every category except arguably World v World. And yeah, being It kind of lost the, you've had to fight with the environment in tandem. Alright, good night, Titan. Nice seeing you again. Maps can be hit or miss. The thing is when you were sort of forced to play it that way, things were a lot different. And you can see it down to the way they design encounters and how they design getting to them and stuff like that. I got out of there, lasers. Nice. Fucking baited me. It kind of sucks that I essentially have to say being forced into it was better, but that's kind of where I'm at this point. Like, you can't have a Tangled Depths when you can just roller beetle your way through the map, or that you're intended to roller beetle your way through the map, as an example. Or, you know, you could just fly over it. It's really fucking convenient, but you lose everything basically that the expansion was designed around. That's what's got me sad about it. Like, at the Path of Fire, I think we should have gone back to Heart of Thorn style and not triple down on Path of Fire style. Even if the additions outside of, like, the map design and stuff were actually pretty good. Like, I like that they expanded the elite specs more. I don't like that Firebrand ended up becoming the only support class people feel like running, and that people won't even play without one. But you could argue that was the same thing with Chrono with Heart of Thorns. But ultimately, it's stuff like that that's going to get me not to want to play Guild Wars 3 rather than, like, not liking it or whatever. They genuinely did way too many things right for me to be like, the game sucks. Well, I tried to PE that and it didn't work. Okay, I thought you were closer to the ball than I saw. Sorry. Whoa! I mean, we're gonna meet the PL, but I don't know if we have the damage to kill him. It's not all bad, but there are too many things that they would need to overhaul it from the ground up. It can't be changed. Yeah. That's why somewhere around Secrets of the Obscura, I was just like, okay. It had a really good run. I would still recommend it to people because of the things they did right, but I'm not going to be like how I was before. Yeah, I don't know if you got sealed, but we're going to have to restart now. you have to chain in there or we fail. You're going to see he's going to do 1 million damage per tick on this attack. Oh, he has attack down, sorry. Now he should be doing full damage. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I still like Guild Wars 2. Currently playing it right now. It's just the filler until Endless Ragnarok. That a boy. That a fucking boy. I want to see all of Relink's soldiers when the game comes out. I'm switching characters. I don't boot people unless they don't listen. So don't sweat it. Oh, he wants none of that. Did not saw you guys, SPA. Just be careful with the circles on the ground. If you get hit by the circles on the ground when he's charging Paradise Lost, you get SPA sealed. My room blew up. They did say they're gonna have a beta test for Guild Wars 3. I might try the game. I don't know. I'm on the fence on it. I also don't want to start an MMO because I don't play any anymore. I'm clean finally. Hi, Mr. Streamer. Can I see your sigil build? I'm new to the game. What character do you play? See if I can tailor it better for you. Because the build that I have on this character is not a build that anybody else runs. In case you don't hear me say that, you're playing CAG right now. You're going to want Stamina, Tyranny, Berserker Echo, War Elemental, Nimble Onslaught. You're going to want to have 100% crit rate. That's why this is here. And you're going to want to have maxed out damage cap in the end game. And pretty much every character in the game runs something like that. I'm going to switch back to the character I'm actually going to play. Try it can't hurt. I'm curious to see what they cook this time. Hopefully it's a mix of 1 and 2. I love one skill system. See, this is what I'm getting at is like when you have restrictions, you have to be creative to overcome those restrictions. So you end up getting something like Guild Wars 1 because they were like, we don't want to have a bar of like 20 billion skills that you have to press in order for your rotation to function correctly. So they went with 8, but they made it so that that 8 actually means something. Yeah, no problem. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in chat. I'll get to them when I can. When they streamlined everything and they went away from like having builds that were able to be wrong, that was good for the average person, but that also ended up killing options at the same time. I fucked that up really badly. What I affectionately refer to as the flag build on Meditation Guardian from like early 2014 thereabouts. You can't even do that anymore. The flag build being like 06611, or if you remember when we used to have 30 points on traits, that. Instead, now you're forced to take 3 lines, so you can't possibly fuck up your build, which is great for making sure everybody's on the same page. But you got way less freedom. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You could almost argue that Heart of Thorns adding raids was the beginning of the end. It's not up yet. That's why when I saw the website and I saw somebody, or I saw one of the squares that was describing the game, it said something about positioning and combat and like visual identity. I was like, come on guys, we're not doing this again, are we? Whoa! I guess we don't have to wait, we have the meter, but damn, that's dangerous. You can't be doing that. Let's see, maybe I can get the damage in here. Wow, that stun bar is not even beginning to get cranked. God help me. What? Didn't he just SBA? Am I tweaking, chat? We just... That's not possible. We just beat Labors and then he SBA'd again. Fool me once and all fair. I'll try to stay open-minded. Continue. I mean, they're actually updating Guild Wars 1. Like actually. They added another Mesmer hero. Like I was beside myself, and they added in Prophecies of all fucking places, and a warrior hero. He parried probably. You sure about that? With all the dying he's doing? I'll look back on the VOD at some point. He's jumping more than once. Help! No, we just don't have the stun. He's not even getting to hit his buttons. Yeah, imagine Guild Wars 1 getting an expansion in 2026. What the fuck, man? They want to do something with dungeons. Otherwise, they wouldn't be adding them at the beginning of Prophecies. And probably the rest of the campaigns when we get there. Yeah, he just SBA'd. Where'd he get the meter if he was dead half the time? Am I tweaking, chat? Once I got a Siete, they could spam the game SPA skill. Maybe he was just level 150. Yeah, hold on. I have to wait for the thing to finish before I can look at it. He did 6 SBAs. Oh wait, no, those are hits, not count. Yeah, no, he's definitely doing something weird. Yeah, okay, I thought I wasn't fucking tweaking. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. That's very interesting, chat. Question about Relink. With everything you said about potentially only 50, how they're giving this, people beg for it. Do you believe that they'll still update the game after that, or do you feel like it's... I think they're gonna try and do it justice. There's a lot of people downing on whether or not we'll get post-launch updates, but I do think they're gonna fix bugs at least. Whether or not they add like 3 more characters like they did last time and whatever else that they decide to do is entirely up to what they have planned. But they are going to at least sort of support the game after it's launched. It doesn't make sense to completely fuck the balance and then be like, alright, you guys figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did. That's why I said his graph is like really fucked up. He doesn't even have overmasteries on. Or a full set of sigils. The reason I said his graph looks weird is because he basically didn't have SBA the entire time and then it just spikes up. I mean, bro didn't hit the boss. Like, how is he gonna get SBA? I think if they were gonna try and make another main platform sort of Granblue game that's gonna be single player or co-op RPG, I think they'd probably make a new game. They're gonna finish off Relink probably, but I don't know about them releasing more and more expansions on top of this game. I think they have a bit of a bad taste in their mouth from working with Platinum Games. I rolled into it. Bro forgot to turn the mods off, maybe. Yeah, probably. Fuck that up. Block that shit with my forehead. Now I'm gonna die for it. Guys, you think we're gonna make it past Labors? You know, speaking of Elden Ring, the Tarnished Edition is coming. FromSoft was so quiet about it, I forgot what's actually coming. I think torrent customization, some armor skins, a new class, and some other shit. Yeah, that's what I heard about the relationship between the two of them, and that Side Games didn't credit Platinum Games, even though they worked together on the game after Relink released. Like it was that bad. Yeah, I mean, they could dress it up however they want, but it seems things didn't end so well. So I think it's more likely that they make a new game on that end. I do think they're going to finish this one off, though. You know, now that you guys bring it up, damn, that's unfortunate. We actually almost made it through Labors. Now that's got me thinking now, is it... Is Endless Ragnarok fixing Relink and adding a little more content? Is it a genuine expansion? Is it Side Games trying to make the best of Relink and trying to make it what they wanted it to be? And I don't think we'll know until it's actually out in our hands. But my question now is going to be, which one of those three is it? Or another option that maybe I haven't considered yet. Is it Relink for real this time? Is it we're just gonna work with what we got? Is it you guys asked, or we're gonna pay you what you wanted off. You know what? I'll probably do a video with that in the future. I'm gonna write that down, actually. I'm probably gonna have to go do some research on it too. Because I kind of want to know now. I ate shit already. Okay. Just giving more of everything Relink offers, maybe some extra things to play with, consider an expansion. I don't mean it in that sort of sense. Like, I get what we're getting on the consumer side. What I want to know is what is Cygame's like intention with it, which I guess would be really easy if I could just ask them. But that I guess that's like super duper research. I didn't get up in time. I guess that's a topic that would need extensive research instead, because from our perspective right now as outsiders, it just seems like speculation. But I guess once we have the full product, we can make a better guess on what the hell happened. Because I am kind of interested. I actually didn't know until I heard people in the Discord talking about it that there was such bad blood with Relink. Or, sorry, with Cygames and Platinum Games. What kind of bad blood? Sorry, we've been talking about it on YouTube, mostly. On the YouTube chat. That's the conversation I've been having. I don't think it would be near as game-changing as even plan to make one. To give you a TLDR, Aqua, Platinum Games and Cygames came together to make Relink like ages ago. And when I say ages ago, I mean actually a really, really long time ago. The game was in development for 8 years. So Relink finally comes out and Cygames doesn't even credit Platinum Games. And Platinum Games apparently doesn't have Cygames listed either, so it's safe to assume, if not flat out say, that they're not very happy with each other. Say hi to Aqua Chemist from me. It's a different Aqua. I guess it warrants mentioning, but I'm streaming on the 3 platforms up at the top there, and I just read the messages as they come out from chat. occasionally I'll be like, person from platform said this, but that's generally more on Twitch's end because it gets like announced whenever they subscribe with Prime or whatnot. I would do the same for YouTube, but people have to have their subscriptions public and the alert has to fucking work. It doesn't work sometimes for me. But YouTube gets all the videos, so I guess it's a fair trade. I just like to make sure everybody gets their shout out if they like donated or subscribed or whatever, or if they help out in chat, because I've had people help other people out in chat and stuff like that. Ah, I got fucking baited. Do we have anything? Yeah, we have some SBAs. I don't know if I'm gonna have the meter for this. Just barely. Oh, really though? At first, I thought at first Platinum Games gave Cygames direction to make this kind of gameplay until Cygames can develop it themselves. The theory is, this is somebody from a different platform also. The theory is that there was a period right after Relink Showcase in which Platinum went silent. Then they themselves announced to be prepared for big news about a different game. There might be more coming, but essentially they were working together on it. They had a nasty split. Not a public one, but they had a split, and then we're at where we're at now. But people being all fuzzy on the reasons why is kind of why I want to research it myself. So some assume that Platinum stiff Cygame on updates, and some stuff, if not outright, use Relink's budget on their own personal project. That's kind of fucked, if any of that's true. I got hit by 2 balls, yeah. Damn. I kind of also want to see what Cygames would do if they were to if they were to make their own game, like completely in-house. Can we get a Fortnite 0 clear later? I mean, if you can find the other 3, sure. Or the other 2, because I could play Percival or Siegfried. I already popped my Salvatore. I just realized I hit the wrong button earlier. He got hit before I would have been able to cast it anyway, so we're just gonna have to hold that. Okay, well, he went next, so we're fine. Okay, we're in a good spot now. You know, when I heard that Arc System Works was working with Cygames to make verses, I was like, oh, they'll be fine. I don't know how Arc System Works' relationship is from company to company, but I know that they're going to do the source material quite well. My other reason for thinking this is that Arc System Works got to do Marvel Tokon. For ArcSys to snag the Marvel brand away from Capcom is fucking crazy. I couldn't see. They are working on a new game, completely new IP, forgot the name. Project Awakening, I think that's what you mean. Yeah, Versus is pretty damn good. Even making the regular special attacks have cooldowns and be skills is kind of crazy. And the fact that it works. I'm not having a good time on Siegfried right now. We'll meet the PL check at least. I'm playing like cheeks. This is an all mechanics run, fellas. In terms of content references, never actually expected it to be a decent game, which I do think it is. Yeah, then they tried to do that with Relink with the damage cap sigil and shit like that, but people are kind of upset about that. I get that they would have preferred that it just be one stat, it'd be strength, and then you just make that as high as fucking possible, and or stack percent mods or what have you, but it's kind of funny that I guess the way people received it from Versus to Relink is like opposites. I want to switch to Percival. I think the extra damage I'm taking is messing with me. And, you know, getting hit every other attack is really fucking with me. Curious how they tackle damage calculations in ER. I kind of sort of mentioned it earlier or talked about it a bit earlier, but I'm wondering if I'm wondering exactly how much stat bloat there actually is. I'm going to assume because people's HP was so fucking high that there's a lot. But it makes me wonder if only the HP and possibly the attack is high, but you have to make up the difference by actually using debuffs and stuff. If enemies buffed more, damage cap would lose its strength. Or Dispel would become more in demand. I mean, both of those things I think would help. I said it like twice earlier that I would consider running captain, but I just don't. I feel like I don't have any arms or legs when I play captain. So as much as the Dispel would help, I feel like me actually contributing would help more. But I actually really want to see the interaction between debuffs and damage. Because what they could do is they could make the damage cap sky high. But that would result in us just running more orange sigils. They could make debuffs themselves change the damage cap itself. Like, you know, when you have defense down 15%, that the damage cap is increased by like 15% or something. They could do that too. They were kind of vague on how they worded it. But I think if it's that latter case, what we'll end up seeing is that certain characters are going to be appearing a lot more because they actually have access to defense down. Make Potion Hoarder run out. I mean, people wanted Guts and Auto Revive nerfs, but your Potion Hoarder is going to get strained more if your Auto Revive and Guts is that much weaker. They could hit all three across the board. That makes sense to me. That'd be fine, but it's possible they only did 2 because they're considering that in the calculation. Because if Guts and Auto Revive are weaker, they really try, and the HP values are so much higher, they're really trying to push you not to die at all. At least that's the direction it looks like they're trying to go. I don't mind it either way. I mean, perfect dodging is already the solution to getting hit. Not no, oh, just dodge everything, bro, but like 5 seconds of iframes is no joke. Six if you fully have the sigil too. You know what would be interesting if they changed those sigils, if they changed P-Wrath and Nimble to be like 45 instead of 30. And they actually spread out the extra iframes and stuff. Makes no sense to me if FOF plus Lancelot exists. I mean, that's the thing. That's an endgame sigil. We have no way of testing that. For all we know, they could have made the attack penalty even higher. They could have nerfed the iframes. I don't know what they would have done. They could make it not interact with Nimble. Or not for the iframe part anyway. We just don't know. What is clear, though, is that they clearly thought that Auto Revive and Guts were a tad strong. Either that or they expect fights to be dragged out. Which is probably true if they're going to be like prouder or stronger in terms of HP. Make Captain Devil Trigger character, yes or no? I mean, if you want to fix Captain, all you have to do is give Captain Fighter Origin, and we're all set. Like, Captain is busted outside of Relink. It makes me really sad that Captain is the way that Captain is. Because Captain in the Gotch is a really nasty unit, genuinely. All they gotta do is give him 5 battle heart stacks and let him cast Boundless Blade, and he turns into the best character in the game until he dies. I wish I was joking, dude. Too early. Fuck. What is he doing over there? I will say though, it would be nice to see the mechanic in the game, if that's what you meant. But we kind of have that already, don't we? We have id. The revive speed change in Endless Ragnarok can't come soon enough. That was such a good change from the beta. I want to see if people get footage of the event build that they had at EVO. I'm sure somebody who plays both will be at EVO. Or there'll be people at EVO simply so that they can play the event build. If it's the one that they had with Sandalphon and Toyen in it, that'd be nice. So what it is now is that it has an on-screen prompt that tells you to hold the button down, and now you don't have to mash anymore. But it tells you to hold the button down to revive faster. So now it says in big letters, please press the button so you stop dying as fast or as slow. Because there's so many people that die and then they just stand there and thinking that they can't do anything. Like, realistically, it doesn't really matter so much if you die and, like, you're moving around a little bit. When you're a player at endgame or whatever, because you're probably going to revive instantly, or you're going to be in such a bad position and have to get yourself up that it won't matter. But for people who aren't playing at that level, that's actually kind of useful. And the on-screen prompt is always going to be good. I don't think there's been games lost because somebody got hit while they were already in critical state and they got knocked away and couldn't get rezzed. I don't think there are that many of those. And if there are, they're probably all in this quest right here. But that sort of thing is going to be helpful. Because now you can hold square and you can actually control where you're moving. Instead of rotating the stick or mashing all the buttons while moving. Get the second hit. Finally, I got one. I'm just gonna SBA and fuck it. Yeah, I don't think we have the SBA for that right now. Hey, this yeah, weren't you the guy that came in with mods on and was cheating? I don't even mind that he came in and died, but why do you have mods like that online? You were SBAing with no meter? Like, what are you talking about? He's not gonna make it. If characters had small team passives like Captain Generating, Giving, Team of Boost and Link Building. The characters boosting heal cap or starting with shield extra charge bar. I mean, genuinely, if they add a support skill to every character that actually made stuff like that more useful, that would kind of do it. But I really do think they're trying to avoid pick this character to get this benefit, which is why they kind of made the game the way that it is. Like, if you slap a I don't know, 2k healing cap passive on CAG that's always on no matter what you do, and there's another character that does that, or you can slot enough to get like a decent amount of healing per tick on Drain, then people would just run that. Yeah, fucked up. Too much red. I think healing cap's issue is that it's an afterthought. I'm still sealed. Like, the way it's supposed to work is that it's supposed to be passive healing every turn, and you're supposed to stack it with other sources to make it actually worth using, and while mitigating as much damage as possible, so that it ends up giving you like the equivalent of a blue potion in a quest or two. Is worth the time. That's the issue. I personally wouldn't have an issue if you could stack enough healing cap on Drain to make it really, really good. But You have things like Beatrix when she activates CD where she could just camp in yellow or green and be immortal. The fact that they gave that to only one character tells me that they wanted that to be her thing and not something everybody is able to do. Now he did have SA. We have it on tape, and I asked everybody else in chat to see that I wasn't crazy. Just say that you got caught cheating and call it a day. There's no way you hit SBA with 0% and then you cast SBA. That's not how this game works. Hi, Wins. What's up? Doing my usual weekend marathon. I might end in like 30 minutes though. I feel kind of tired. And judging on what happens next week, I might take a break for one weekend because I'm helping my parents with something. We got some big real life moves happening is why. Did you finish farming Exo, Ifrit? I hope so. He felt kind of free, but I've been around for a while, so I actually have some good characters. I'm actually not sure what your options are if you don't have a normal attack team for water. But water kind of sets you up to have one, so I don't know how that's gonna work exactly. What is that? Yatima, Sylvia, somebody else I don't remember off the top of my head. Probably Vajra. I think I still missed. Hey, I can't get that. Oh, okay, okay. I was close. I need to get some meter. I'm sealed. Isn't he gonna... No, not yet. I think this run is cooked. I do use Yatima and replace Hass at 200. And Chi-Chi replace... Really? I mean, Armored is like... % defense and... Vajra's like... hard defense, or like the defense number. So I guess that makes sense, but... She also brings a bunch of other buffs, so I don't know. I mean, I just normal attacked my way to victory because I have Octavia and and Palea, so... And I got the Hegemon crest, so I have like 3 iframes. I'll do a couple more for tonight. Teach her your S3, gave her quick CA gain. Yeah, that's true. You get bar up with that and reactivate. I mean, you basically just have to wait for the omen that it does every like couple triggers, and then you're good as far as clearing is concerned. I'm not gonna sweat over 50 crystals. I didn't want to think about trying to get that. I still got another 120 or so clears to do before I get my free sand, my other sand. Is he gonna move? Yep. I'm sealed both ways. Nice block. Biggest problem to see anime. Yeah, that's the trade-off you make. You get nice consistent damage, but you gotta sit and watch the cutscene. I have Cupid 10, so I used her, and there is indeed a lot of button pressing, but it's also kind of worth it. Oh, nice. I kind of winged it and I got it on the first try. So I was happy about that. Because I think back when I was trying to do 200 on Sagittarius and it was fucking miserable. Because I also I wasn't building right, I didn't have any HP, and I was missing some characters that I have now, so it was actually really hard to do. Side games dislike water normal attack teams. You sure about that? I don't know if the gun meme with Bresvalgar works with waiting a turn, but I'm pretty sure you could nuke Exo Ifrit. If you mean that he gains stacks every time you hit him 20 times with normals, that's not an issue. Just kill him. Just kill him on the first turn. Come on. Or be able to tank one hit. Those are realistically your two options. That's what I did. I tanked 2 hits with iframes. He left. Kind of hard at level 200. I mean, my clear was like less than 10 turns. I did it with a normal attack team. Wait for the Gojo summon rerun. Yeah, I'm sure Relink 2 will come by then. Don't worry about it. Yeah, getting Alex for free is kind of crazy. I use Killua on my team for Siegfried because it's kind of funny, but also it's kind of useful too. He brings his own fake double attack, so it just works. Not sure my NA team can handle that. So here's the thing. You can take a hit after you get the 3rd Hegemon crest because it gives you debuff immunity. So you're not going to get your damage nerfed on the opening Omen. You have to do some damage, but not like go whole hog on your cooldowns. From there onward, you could just go ham. Because he doesn't have any sort of like damage reduction because you hit him too much or whatever else. If you do, the next turn you need to use an iframe. In my case, I use Octavia or I use Paleo with the dodge. He gets God Sight at 200, so the dodge, I think I used the turn before. No, I used it for the next Omen because the turn before I used the iframe instead because I survived with just enough HP that I can heal it off and be fine. Next turn I used Paleo iframes. But at this point he has like 30% HP because I've been hitting him for like 3 or 4 turns, just pounding away. He does another one of those Omens that you can't hit him too many times. You block that one. You have the debuff on you at that point. I think Cupid 10 removes debuffs or something removes debuffs because it went away, or maybe it only lasts for like a turn or 2. And then I just repeated until it was dead. Like I really winged it instead of making a real team, and it just worked out. If you have Alex right there, you could summon her and you can eat a turn that way. If you want to do it that way. Do you have to manual? Sure, but it works for 200. I'm going to try 205 when I have time, maybe tomorrow. Oh, we're doing damage. Wait, are we doing damage? That's a bit high. Yeah, that's how it works. Generally, you farm 180 for the mats because unless you're like super jacked, you're not really doing 200 easily or consistently. That's what I did with Sagittarius and what I did with Earth. I had Bisa, so water was a lot easier because I just... She finishes like half the fight for me. but this is probably the easiest time I've ever had with an EXO. Nice block. This guy's doing a bit too much damage. What, you don't like do a faded chain frame 1? You don't think that's fair? As far as I know, yeah, she's the only one that can do that frame 1. They should have made it at least turn 2, like that wouldn't be that much better, but it's better than like, oh, you got into the fight, you're already gonna lose. Or at that point you should just make it a join trigger, because what the fuck, man. Yeah, I'm saying, yo. I can't wait to see, let's see, I did Earth, Dark, Wind, now Fire. I want a rerun of Wind personally, but I have to wait a little bit longer for that. But I can't wait to see the Light Crucible. I think that one's going to make me upset. Because I have a sort of functioning team, but not that good. And it's probably going to have some really fucked up omens. Watch it be like triple strike, attack 3 times in 1 turn. Per character or some dumb shit like that. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, same. Ever since I got it and I awakened it. I basically haven't used anything else on Wind. Other builds don't exist. It's so good. I can't wait to see what Guild Wars is going to be like. We get closer every day. I can't wait to see how sweaty people are with fire, so I know what my competition is like. I have mirror image. God bless Yoda. Dispel and apply Toxicos. Yeah. Basically, get Sariel or don't play. You know what? I hadn't considered that there aren't any big seasonal events or anything like that. So there'll be less people. All right, let me see. Oh wait, it's not saved yet. They didn't drop a new fire formal unit. Ah, man. You must be new here. Is what most people would tell me in that case. You say that like Mika isn't that character, except she's not wearing a big old dress. All right, let's see that. Perfect over masteries, okay. Build looks fine. I guess he's just really sweaty, or he, 32k attack is kind of crazy though, what the fuck? How? Yeah, I'm gonna end here. I want to take a nap or go to sleep. How the fuck does he have 32k attack though? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, the Sandalphon has 30. Nah, he has gamma, beta, war elemental, improved dodge, berserker echo, 2 sub damages, stamina tyranny, and then quick cooldown on everything else with the character sigils. Kind of crazy, honestly. Oh, he had glass cannon too. He might just be ultra sweaty, but I don't know about that attack value. That's really high. I like the underdog picks in Guild War. Yeah, I mean, I'd like it more if I went to go ask for advice and people are like, you know, actually giving me advice and telling me that I'm running a build that's not meta, but that's just how it is. Yeah, so he had sup and skilled on the stone. He had character sigil, QC, warpath QC, stamina and tyranny together. Sup cascade, sup uplift, berserker echo nimble, improved dodge, glass cannon, war elemental QC, beta gamma. Oh, it's like 8k? Okay, he's just really sweaty then. I mean, he's playing Yoda, so mirror image is going to stop him from getting hit, but the damage was actually kind of ridiculous. It's alright, I'm not going to sweat too much on that. I didn't see anything particularly wrong. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'll I'll probably do Dragon's Dogma on Thursday. If you like the content, like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. Helps the channel grow, all that good stuff. For my gacha playing friends, good luck in Guild War. I think it's still like 2 weeks away, but good luck on your grinding. Hope you guys do well. Everybody gets extra badges, I think. Or the bottom tier gets extra badges now. I'll take your word for it. I'm going to actually test it, but I'm going to end now. So thank you for mentioning that. And good night.